Welcome to Mudding with BEAGS, episode 32. This week, according to the Airbus A380 specifications, each wing can hold 38,000 gallons. This jet refueler has 10,000 gallon capacity. That means 3.8 10,000 gallon refuels on each wing. Think about that. Just saying. I was just wondering if anybody's seen Elon's car lately. I ain't seen it nowhere. I guess it's out there going to Mars or I don't know. Oh crap! What in the world is this? I don't know. No, Beagle, you can't show that to the people. They might wake up. No, no, no. You got. You got to get that off the screen. Beagle, please. Oh, okay. Forget this. Let's go, Mud and Beagle. Roll them.
What is it? Is it treasure map?
1865, Charleston, South Carolina. After the bombardment, ruins of the Cathedral of St. John and St. Finbar. Okay, let's get into it. Looks like we got cobblestone road. Man, that's a weird step. Jeez. That's a big old church right there. Otherwise known as Frequency Healing Center. That's a lot. Look how thick that brick wall is. I mean, we have churches, cathedrals, I should say, here in America that are just as good as, well, maybe not just as good as Europe, but I mean, on par with European designs. I mean, are amazing. I mean, I know this one's ruined and trashed, but you can imagine this thing was something else at one time. Wonder if that had a clock in it. That's a cool arch. Man. Look how thick that wall is. That thing is thick as heck. And that's weird. That one looks razor thin. Must be the angle. I don't know. Look how big that is. That don't look right. Well, this must have been a McDonald's. Yeah, okay. Gotta have a little fun. Oh, I got more McDonald's. This must be McDonald land. That's a interesting. I guess that's a top to a chimney, but that's a weird top to a chimney. I don't think I've seen one of those before. All right, let's see what else we got. Albany, New York, circa 1905. Staircase in the Capitol. And I'm sure, there's some folks out there that feel we believe that we would have built this. And yes, there are construction photos of this facility, but
I'll believe that when my shit turns purple and smells like rainbow shopping.
yeah, so I don't think we built this. And construction photos are probably old world construction photos, seeing as how they had photography in the old world. So you're probably just looking at old construction photos from the old world. It's very simple. But, I mean, seriously. I mean, that right there is just stupefying. Mr. Contractor, give me a quote on building that. Please. Don't leave out any parts or details. I want all the detail in here. I want you to get every nook and little cranny of this stuff. Phoenician shell, maybe? Man. It's got a name there. And as always, the pictures will be in the description. So you can go and do your own looking, do your own thinking. I ain't thinking for you. I'm just trying to give you some things to think about. You can do your own damn thinking. Only you can decide what you see. I can tell you what I think I see, but only you can make the decision as to what you believe. And that's just the way we're built, the way we're designed. There's those weird ball things. Interesting. Gosh, I mean, just the detail is this. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's like a psychedelic painting. Unbelievable. This is supposed to be a Capitol building. I mean, seriously, these people. I think this was built in the late 1800s. I mean, seriously, this thing is much older. There's the 8-point asterisk right there. You got your vertical representing your north-south magnetic pole, and then you got your flat horizontal being your Earth, flat Earth, and then you've got the X representing the torus field of energy that surrounds our flat Earth plane. But anyways, yeah, I'm a firm believer we did not build this. I just don't. And we're gonna put a skylight in the boot. I just think that's horseshit to believe that. Atlantic City, New Jersey, 1904. Young's Pier hauling the nets. I just thought this was just strange. They got this pier thing, and you got, these are the worker guys pulling in the nets. They're hauling in fish. You got all these people. I mean, when's the last time you saw people so interested in watching fish come in? I don't know. It just doesn't seem normal. I don't know, maybe people didn't have shit to do back then. I don't know. What are y'all watching? Some fish in the nets. I mean, is that really high entertainment? Are you having a good time there, sir? I don't know. It just seems... Steamer... What? I don't know what that means. Anyways, we're going to bring in fish. It's just a strange picture. I don't know. Find some strange things. Boston, Massachusetts, 1905, Chamber of Commerce. Because we need something that's going to say, hey, we're greedy. Spend your money in our city because we're greedy. Because we built big ass buildings to make you think that we're very wealthy and that we have a lot of money and we have a lot of entrepreneurship here. But the truth is, we don't need a door that's that big. We don't need it. And we certainly don't need to build doors below ground level. Because this is ground level. We've established that because this bitch is walking on it. Excuse me, ma'am. But this right here is some stupid shit. Oh, the elite lunch. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I knew there was some more shit going around somewhere. You got a date there. They could easily chisel that into that stone, y'all. Just saying. Pyramid design. 1891 maybe. So I-891 maybe. Or they could have just chiseled that crap in there. I mean, does that even look right? Look how ornate and beautiful that doorway is, right? And then you're going to make some crappy ass little numbers that look like that. Horse shit, I say. Horse shit. Okay, we definitely write on windows. That's something we can handle. Look at that street sign. That's cool. Got an arc light, in case you need one of them. Got Mudflood windows, in case you like Mudflood. I mean, we need to make sure we... Oh, and this is Fred, in case you're new here. Then you don't know that this is Fred. And Fred is the horse that built America. He built all this shit. This is his shit. Fred is the horse. I'm telling you. So anyways, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for showing up, and hope you enjoy and learn something. Just trying to give you a way to see what's really going on, what's really happened, what was really there. Because, you know, a lot of these buildings, if you'll go do the research, a lot of these buildings are gone. They destroyed them. They tore them down. They burned them. This is probably some sort of tech up here. You got an ether antenna up here. Arch windows. That's just, that window right there is just absolutely beautiful. Unbelievable. But you know, I'm just trying to help you see, point it out to you and say, look, here it is. Here's what we're talking about. And you know, if you go and do your own research, you know, don't believe a damn word I say. Okay, you need to believe your heart. Okay, you need to talk to your soul. Okay, I'm just sharing you what my soul knows. Do your own damn research. Make up your own damn mind. That's the only person that can prove it to you. Chicago, circa 1985, circa 1895 to 1900. So that's when this photograph would have been taken. Great Northern Hotel and Office Building. Let's get into it. That's a cool display sign right there of a spigot. I've seen something like that before. And that right there could be Pavement Light. That right there, I believe, is Pavement Light. That there and that there, I believe, are Pavement Light. Kind of hard to tell. These signs are interesting to read. You can learn things from just reading just signs. Lady Barber Shop and Cigars. Alright, well that's odd. Cook Imperial Beer Sign and Carpenter Shop. And see this doorway, this horse shit they have coming out of the door here and here. That's something we did in order to make the door size smaller, because you can see, maybe kind of hear how big that door is. You know, it's huge. They were too big. The Giants had bigger doors, and so you know, we created these smaller doors to make it more easier for us to open and close, and also so we could not let in and out the air as much. It looks like they've got Pavement Light right here too, possibly up in there. It's hard to tell on that. Opticians. It's interesting. Look, you just look very closely at these pictures. The brickwork. I mean, look at that. What is the purpose of that in 1895? And you know, who knows when this building was built? This is between 1895 and 1900. Why do you need to do this? You know, this extra effort. I mean, it costs labor, it has skill, it's more money on this building. I mean, is it really necessary? Not saying that it couldn't be done. It's just, why would you do that in that time frame? That dog don't hunt. Dry socks. Okay. Slaunch and true through and through. Okay. That's odd. Omaha. I have a funny Omaha story, but it's not appropriate for YouTube. I don't know what brought that to my mind. Oh. That is Mudflood right there. I think if you need more Mudflood, I mean, grill. We're going to go down this deep dark hole and go find that. That's probably Pavement Light right there in front of that door. That's quite possible. That's a weird fire. I'd never seen one like that. I believe fire hydrants are old world. Oh yeah, that's Pavement Light, no doubt. 100%, that's Pavement Light right there. 100%. 100%. And I can tell you how I know that because several key things is there's a line right here and right here. Okay, that's one thing that lets me know it's Pavement Light. The distance out from the building to where this line is another way of knowing that it's Pavement Light. The corners were done like this with this line here, and then if you look right here, you'll see it's got that pavement lighty look. And then of course you've got obvious vaults underneath here, and then you got the same phenomenon right here. So that's Pavement Light, and Pavement Light means that this entire sidewalk is hollow, which means it's, you know, cover up for mud flood. Anywho, let's see what we can see down here. And you know, like I said, this is Fred, and Fred is the horse that built America, and he does quite a few different jobs. He's a jack of all trades. He's a horse of all trades. He does. Look at the waviness of that building. That is just what is the point of that? What is it? 1895. You gonna build arched windows? You gonna put waves on your building? For what purpose? That looks like it's been vanilla skied. I'd almost, yeah, definitely, 100%. This is a vanilla skied picture. 100%. Look at the building. There is no top. Follow this. Okay, look. See that? It's been chopped off. It's been vanilla skied. See right there? This is a vanilla skied picture. See how clear that background is? That is vanilla sky. Now, while they did vanilla sky, that's a whole nother topic. I don't have a definitive answer. I mean, look how clear that sky. I mean, seriously, that's not real. That is vanilla sky, and this is a perfect example. Oh my gosh, there is nothing behind this wood structure here. Okay, that is sky behind there. The original sky looked like this color. This is vanilla sky. This is what it originally looked like in the photograph. That is a great example. Wow, and if you imagine what they did was they sold these on a postcard. Imagine this on a postcard, and then they would colorize it. By the time that you got the postcard in your hand, you send it off to Aunt Myrtle, you know, you wouldn't know what the hell was in that background. Matter of fact, you wouldn't care what was in the background. You're not buying it for the photograph, the postcard for, you know, the background. Matter of fact, you know, I'll tell you the truth, in the backgrounds, they probably painted in pretty clouds. There probably wasn't pretty clouds on that day or whatever, so they painted in pretty clouds. Or they left it open to put in the name of the building or something like that. But that is vanilla sky. That is 100% proof of vanilla sky. 100%. No questions. Undebatable. I don't know how you would debate that. I mean, you'd have to be a real piece of work to try to debate that. You'd have to get up you'd have to get up real damn early to get me on that one. It looks like a Jesus fish. Of course, Jesus fish ain't a Jesus fish, in case you study your zodiac. Jesus fish. Jesus. It's ridiculous. Look at the detail in that freaking building, man. That is stupefying. Oh my goodness. I mean, seriously. And then we're going to put horseshit awnings on it. I mean, just to add some, you know, insult to injury. And then we're going to add a crappy. Look at the freaking. Y'all can't plan to put a stairwell inside. You got to plan to put this horseshit
fire escape on the outside of the building, that made more sense to you. You can design this son of a bitch right here, this elaborate, beautiful piece of art. You can even design this thing. I mean, this is well done. It's not as good as this one, but granted, this thing's nice. This, though, this is our horse shit. This is the kind of shit that we do. This is where you call it Mr. Contractor, say, Mr. Contractor, I need you to do a job for me, okay? Because we stole this building, we found it, we put our name on it, okay? We put our name on it, Great Northern, okay? We're going to call it the Great Northern Building. We're going to steal this sumbitch, and we need you to put a damn fire escape on it. So come over here, slap it on there, and you can put some horse shit on the roof while you're at it. Because, I mean, that looks like your work, too. Okay? And I need you to put a big-ass gaudy sign on top. Okay? And then we're going to take a picture of it, vanilla sky it out, and we're going to sell postcards. Okay? Ain't nobody going to know. These people dumber than bricks. They ain't going to know nothing. Circa 1890, campus, Martus, Detroit, down the street, a moonlight town arc lamp. So the moonlight tower they're jibber-jawing about is right there. So that's a moonlight tower. What you would call a street light today. I think that this is some sort of old world tech that they thought they could get away with and leave it up. And they realized later that probably they weren't going to get away with that. And they took them down. Anywho. And I even heard somewhere the other day they were still could be found in I want to say Austin, Texas. I haven't looked into it, but it's something interesting to think about. And you got your pyramid. I can't read it. For something from, I don't know. That must be an old well. That's Boss Man. Yep. Yep. And there is Fred right there. Fred is the horse that built America. And we have Pavement Light right here. In case you need to know where the mud flood evidence is, it's right in front of you. And don't feel bad because they took out the Pavement Light in most places, or it got destroyed, or it tore up, or it, you know, most of the Pavement Light is gone now. It can still be found here and there, but for the most part, it's gone. It wasn't around very long before they started having real problems with it and became dangerous, and they got rid of it. So, you know, don't feel bad you've never heard of Pavement Light because, well, it's something that's been hidden from you, just like, you know, most every damn thing else. And look at this little sapsucker right here, little midget fella. Okay, now just so you know, this fella's your size. Okay, we're midgets compared to the people that built these buildings. Okay, not putting down midgets. Ain't got nothing to do. Midgets is cool. Call them little people. I don't care what you call them. Call them leprechauns. I don't give a damn what you call them. Call us leprechauns. We're leprechauns compared to the giants. Because we don't need a big ass door. There's no way in hell this is our door right here. I'm not even sure. Honestly, I'm not even sure if that's our door. That might even be too damn big. I mean, you look at this sucker right here. That door's 15 feet tall. And why would you build a door that big? I mean, you got to get up in the morning and say, I'm going to be dumbass today and build me a 15-foot door. And put it on a building. And I'm going to do it on every shop all the way down the road because I'm a dumbass. 1889. Look at the crap. Look at the detail on that building. You tell me that 1889 was put there by the same people. Look me in the freaking eye and tell me that the same person that put that detail on the building put 1889 Hammond and building on the front of that building. No, you can't do it. You can't do it with this face. No dang way. Can't do it. Ether antenna. See, this one's not been vanilla sky. Did you see the smoke in the air? Okay. So you know that one's not been messed with. There's Fred's girlfriend. Her name's Wilma. And then we got a big exposed underground area here. Okay. So there's evidence of mud flood. Why would you build like that? What kind of excuse me, but retard? I ain't politically correct, not trying to be. What kind of retard? And whoever built this would put down retard. Okay, what is dumber than a retard? Person that built like that. Because if you built like that, you was dumber than a retard. You dumb as a stick. You couldn't fight your way out of a paper bag. That's what I'm saying. That's how dumb you are. And if you believe that we built like that, you that dumb. And I'm calling you out for being that dumb. I'm sorry. I'm calling it like I see it. Moving on. That looks Moorish right there. That looks like a wind catching system. Got a clock. Air would come in. It'd move around in this tower and come down here, shoot down there, move around that building right there and get you air. And that's probably the output right there, because you always had an input and you always had an output. Look into wind catchers. You think I'm joking? I ain't play big in here. Got your ether antenna. You got your flagpole that ain't a flagpole. It's called an ether antenna. Yes, I know I said antenna because I'm from the country. So I can say that. You can't say that if you ain't from the country. You got to say antenna. The two Utes. What's a Ute? Savings bank. Everybody's always trying to save. Who saved? Everybody knows anybody save. That could be Pavement Light there. See that dark line right there? It's possible they got Pavement Light coming out that far. Hell, I've seen it for all the way to the damn curb. Pavement Light, they some places had, like Chicago has a lot of that where they Pavement Light the entire freaking sidewalk. And yes, Chicago is a mudflood city. They raised it. They raised it right up out of the damn mud. The whole damn city. Got your mudflood winter there. That's boss man. He going to work, doing the boss manning. Look at that. That crazy ass light, probably. Look at that facade work, man. But you get under that lady skirt right there, you know what you're gonna find? Brick. Gonna be all brick. So that looks like a stone building, don't it? You're like, man, that's a beautiful stone building. I ain't never seen such a beautiful stone building my whole life. It ain't stone, man. That's brick. Ain't no stone on that. That's facade. Ether fencing. That's probably some sort of tech right there. We called it a chimney and threw wood in it, which was stupid, and it burned a lot of places down. Why do you think people are so afraid of fire? Because they didn't know how to use it. Because they kept putting it in chimneys that weren't chimneys. Fireplaces that weren't fireplaces, burning their shit down. We see, there's something right there. That's the handiwork of Mr. Contractor. You call Mr. Contractor, you say, Mr. Contractor, I need you to come down here with your horse and cart, and I need you to build me this right. And he say, okay. And then you say, hey, can you fix my ether fence? And he say, I don't know what that is. I don't know how it works. So they go up there and they tear it off or screw it up or something like that. Got arched windows. Got your statue over here on the right. In that niche. Anywho. And here we got circa 1899 general view of Los Angeles. I got 2 photographs of Los Angeles here I figured we'd look at. Look at the detail on that building. Got your diamond symbology there. Diamond's a symbol of old world. Look at the arched windows back here on the back of the building. I mean, what is the sense in that? Okay, let's just go across here. Let's see what we got going on. Always got to have a bank. They want that money now. and they're going to make sure you think you got to put it in the bank. Why don't you just put it under your mattress? You know the best place to hide your money? Under your mattress. Hide it in a mason jar in the backyard. Why are you going to put your money in a bank? What makes you think that bank ain't going to close? What makes you think you're going to get your money out of that bank when it does close? You come crazy. Ether antenna. Got a porthole looking thing there. Ether fencing right there. More portholes. All that's like sun glasswork there. A lot of that glasswork. Interesting. That's an interesting dome. That could be a wind catcher right there. Possible. What was this one? No, let me get back. Let's see. 1899 in Los Angeles. Wow, I really did not realize there was this much action in Los Angeles. Look at that. That could be a wind catcher. That's an interesting building right there. Grand Opera House. What is up with the opera houses? Who are all these people going to the opera? I mean, no offense if you like opera, but I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. I've told this before, and I don't mind sharing it twice or 3 times, or hell, I've been sharing it my whole life. I think opera sucks. I'm going to be honest with you. I just am not a fan. I just can't imagine sitting through an opera in any way, shape, or form. A smokestack that's not a smokestack. I don't know. And we got circa 1899 General View, Los Angeles. And this one I think is more interesting for mudfloody stuff. There's Fred. He's the horse that built America. Got a plumber, carriage works, blacksmithing, saddles. Look at the mud. Look how they built into the mud. I mean, what is going on here? Riddle me that, Batman. That's an interesting symbology right there. Got a ladder. See, that's our technology. We got ladders. We're high tech. I'm serious now. That you got to think about the tools these folks had. Look at the fronts of that store. That's odd. Strange. Let's see. Arch window. It's just amazing that 1899 they had this much going on in California. Onion dome. Look at that thing. That might be a wind catcher up there. Look at that antenna. Jeez, wonder what they're pumping in their antenna. Look at that. What is that? I mean, seriously. Look at the stair work there. What kind of horse shit have they come up with here? That dog don't hunt right there. You're going to have to get another dog because that one don't hunt. Look at all them antennas back there. You got here. It's like here antennas. And there's probably more, and that's not a very clear picture, but look at that thing. Oh man, look at that house. Oh man. That is beautiful. Man. I've known pretty women that want that pretty. And look at that thing. More of that crazy ass stair work. What the hell they got going on up under here? You got to have this right here. I mean, what is that? A dang Starfort wall? I mean, what is that thing? I mean, what the hell is this? Look at that. There's just some odd stuff going on in Los Angeles. Not there ain't odd stuff going on in Los Angeles all the time. I think we all know that. That is a strange place. 1900 Bodie House, Toledo, Ohio. The Bodie House at St. Clair and Madison. This is the Bodie House. Okay. So let's see what the Bodie House is about. Man, well, I know they got some Mudflood windows right there. Of course, you're gonna have the daggone barbershop that goes underground, because you're gonna go underground and get your hair cut in a time with no electricity, or at least it was built without electricity. They probably have it by now. Let's see, what was it, 1900? I don't know if they did. Yeah, I guess they had electricity. Who knows? It's hard to tell, but steamliners. There's Fred. Fred is, you know, if you didn't know, I'm sure you do. Fred is the horse that built America. I don't even know why I have to tell you anymore. I think everybody already knows. I still ain't found me a good t-shirt design. I'm still looking for an old Fred t-shirt. I don't want to put out no Fred t-shirt until I'm absolutely satisfied it's a good t-shirt. It's good, nice, good. It's got to be respectful of Fred. 1870. Does that 1870 right there represent the architecture right there? One of these things is not like the other. That's what we're going to play right here. Portal. Portal, portal, portal. And they took something off the top of that building, I does believe. We definitely called Mr. Contractor and had the fire escape installed. I don't think we put in the Phoenician shell on the side of the building, or the arched windows, or built the building for that matter. We definitely put up this here and had to put lines to hold it up, because that is definitely our handiwork. We can handle that. That's probably tech. Tech. And we got something going on back here. That's Boss Man right there. We got something going on back here. Let's see. It's like this hook took something off top of there. Ah, that, whew. I don't know what that is. Man. I'd say some wind catching going on there, but you know, it's just, man. That is incredible. That is incredible. And I suspect this photograph having some I don't know. I want to say there's that. I don't think so. I was thinking because of right here, but then again, you know, maybe they did do something. It kind of looks a little bit right here. It looks vanilla sky, but then I get up here and I'm thinking no. So I'm unclear on that. Why are the power lines? Why are they? What is that crap on the power lines? I don't even know what to call that. What is that shit? I don't know. That's really weird. Circa 1900 City Hall, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And there's Fred. Fred is the horse to build America, and he's pulling with his cousin Wilbur over here. And Book Emporium. Pawn shop, I believe. Symbol. Arc light. That's a weird arc light. Huh. This looks, I don't know. Man, look at the wires, man. That's crazy. Look at that ether antenna right there. Let's see. I mean, just dirty as. What the hell is this? Look at that thing. You tell me that thing don't look like it goes down in the ground right there. That certainly looks like it goes down, down, down. Whoa. That looks like a wind catcher. Clocks are expensive. Good gracious. Oh, man. Ether antenna. Big, man. You gonna dock an airship up there? Man. This is in Milwaukee. In 19 freaking hundred. There's another clock. You got a big ass clock up here and a big ass clock down here. I mean, what is this? You know, this was for the blind people that can't see. So you need another one? You can't ask this fellow what time it is to have him look up? I mean, I don't know. That don't make no sense. Looks like there's some underground right there. Got a hotel. There's one of those weird tower things that could be ventilation to the underground right there. Look at that detail. Cool. These things right here, they must be for the trolleys. These things right here, these iron upright things, I don't know. Look, it got a look. That's a weird window. I've never seen a window like that. Looks like this removes something right there. Look at big old ether antenna. What is that? That's strange. Huh. I don't know. Ether antenna. Got some tech up here. I mean, look at the quality of that thing right there. You can imagine how much that would be worth today. You got muddy ass roads for a muddy ass world. Amazing. Circa 1901 Masonic Temple in Chicago, Illinois. And let's see what we got. And we got Fred. He's the horse that built America, do you believe? And the twins. They also like to do some work. What do we find? We find Pavement Light as usual. Because, you know, owl cigars. Owl being a symbol of the old world of Tartaria. More Pavement Light here. Women in uniform. Modified doors. Look how big that arch is. Good gracious. Coming Pauline Hall. Temple Theater. More Pavement Light right here. Coal hole covers here. So all this is a vault, which means it's hollow underneath. It's like the raised platforms, tram lines. The trains to rent. Look at all them arch windows. Yeah, they raised the grade of Chicago when it was mud flooded. They just raised the whole grade of it. I suspect it is a viaduct city. When it gets down to it, it's probably going to be found to be a viaduct city, which means that they raised the road system. Look at that pyramid technology. Portal, pyramid symbology. Those are cool, man. That's an interesting symbol right there. Kind of hard to see it though. This thing's got symbols all over it, looks like. We love to write on windows. Of course, we put awnings on because that was technology that we could handle. We can handle fabric. Got your 8-point asterisk right there. That's a symbol of flat earth. Pavement Light, of course. We would build these outcropped little doorways here That's a little technology we came up with to get away from the doors being so dang big. It was too hard to heating and cooling them, and you know, that's a big heavy door for, you know, imagine a lady trying to open a door, you know. I mean, I'm not putting, you know, beautiful ladies down, but I mean, a big heavy door is a big heavy door. I don't care, you know, it's heavy. And so it's probably not something that the ladies were like, they're probably like, y'all boys need to design these buildings a little bit better because you don't know how to build a damn door. And probably the ladies put their foot down, and that's why they came up with, you know, this stuff here. So anyways, we have to thank the ladies for that, I'm sure. Those are transoms right there. They shoot light back into the building. Wallpaper. Eastman Kodak Company. Wow, look at the detail on those. A little circle punked right there. That's a symbol for the creator. This looks possible vanilla skied. Let's see, let me look up. Up. No, that's not. Huh. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. We've got some construction down here. Looks like there was an old wall here, so they're trying to do something within the foundations of an old foundation, probably. I mean, look at the technology we build with. You know, it's just junk. I mean, look at this pulley system here. That's your crane. You know, come on. Seriously? Boater hats. That's an interesting little rabbit hole. It's very weird, man. Circa 1902, Waldorf Astoria, New York, the original and somewhat foreboding Waldorf at 5th Avenue and 34th Street. Okay, well, so we needed this in 1902 because Fred needed a job. And Fred, if you don't know, is the horse that built America, and probably had something to do with Mudflood windows. So we got scrubbed cartouches, we got lions representing Tartaria, or the old world. A little balcony coming out there. Look at that big arch. Good gracious. That is stupefying. My goodness. Unbelievable. More lions up here. Scrubbed cartouches there. Got a face right here, here, and here. That's interesting. I can't tell what kind of face it is. Those are interesting. They look scrubbed to me. That looks scrubbed. Looks like they took something off the... Man, look at that thing. What a building. Portholes. Ether fencing. Ether antenna up there. Whoa, mama. What is that thing? I don't even know. This thing is just stupefying. I mean, seriously, can I get a quote on this building from somebody? Anyone? Bueller? Oh my goodness. I just need a quote on this building. How much will it cost? And I'd like a line item report on how much material and why you would build the windows below ground, doors below ground. We added this because we had to compensate for our dumbassery. I mean, I want a line item. I want a quote with a line item, line per line, how much materials, what materials, where those materials will be coming from, how they will be manufactured. I want a time frame. I want it done with horse and cart with no electricity. And yeah, I want it done prior to 1900. I want it on my desk by tomorrow. Thank you. 1904, Jacksonville, Florida. The First Presbyterian Church. So we got another healing center. We got a fire hydrant. It's probably old world. Is me thinking. Got to fixing doing something back here. Interesting door. That's how tall those doors are. I wonder if those went down further, that we added these steps. I bet we added them steps right there. I bet those doors went down further and they cut them off. That's probably something we added right there. Look at that business on that frame house right there. Huh. Ether antennas. Kind of reminds me of a flat 8-point asterisk there. Interesting. It really does remind me of 8-point asterisks in a way. I don't know, like a 3D model of it. I don't know, just kind of thinking out loud. Anyways, stained glass. Very interesting. Okay, circa 1905, Carondelet Street, New Orleans. I totally butchered that name. That's okay. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Nolans. New Jackson Square, Cigars. Winter Race Meeting, Crescent City Jockey. Okay. What you're up to there, buddy? Fred's back here. He's the horse that built America. That's what he does. Fred even does that horse racing. Look at the detail there. Good grief. Ether antenna. Back up a little bit. See what we got going here. That's Boss Man right there. Got a random doodad in the middle of the road. It got represents the Taurus. What in the world? What is that thing? Is that a griffin? I'm not sure what that thing is. That is wild looking. That's Moorish looking. The style of that building looks, it seems Moorish to me. The Moors were in America, I do believe. They were here before we were. Columbus, that was all just a bunch of horse shit. That was the official story they came up with to come inhabit this place. It was a psyop to make us believe a narrative. That's creepy looking. Anywho, 1905 Commercial Club Building, Indianapolis, Indiana. Looky west on Pearl Street at South Meridian. Okay. And let's see. We got Fred Wilbur on the job taking care of business. That's their cousins back there. They do their thing. The Star. Okay, let's see what we got up here. Arch windows. Got, what was that? Kind of looks like a Taurus. Also looks like if you flip it on side of 33. Anybody know about the 33? Come on, y'all know about the 33. I ain't got to tell y'all about that. 33. I know who I'm talking to. Y'all folk know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. Y'all ain't no virgin truthers. I know what's going on. Check that out. Got your mud flood hole right there. See that iron grating? That means there's a drop into there into the underground. And there's some more evidence right there, and there. Yep. Yep. Look at this crazy shit right here. You know that ain't part of the plan. Is that even freaking level? That ain't even level, man. What the hell kind of crazy horse shit is that? They got ramps going from building to that's crazy. Ain't no way they'd let them do that today. Capital Bank. Capital National Bank. See, it's brick. It's all brick, man. Every bit brick. Look at that window right there. What's the purpose of that? Is that needed? Is it necessary? Can it be done? Of course it can be done. You see it right there. But is it necessary? In 1900, with your Ether antenna. Is it necessary? Empire Line. See, we would have banged that into the facade right there. That's facade. The stone behind that. Interesting. Got an unscrubbed cartouche, but I can't see what the symbol is. Damn you. Teasing me. Pyramid symbology. Ether fencing. Ether antenna. Got cartouches here. Looks like it could be something on them. Hard to tell though. Representing the Taurus there. Paint store. Look at those little portholes. I believe they're part of the air conditioning system. Circa 1905, Grace Church in New York City. What we're gonna find? Let's see. Cars transfer to. Okay. Fire hydrant, I believe, is Old World. Look at the ivy. Look at the detail of that thing. Good grief. Unbelievable. Oh. Sorry, it's glitching a little bit. This old computer's just... it's getting old, man. This thing's hurting. We got Pavement Light right here. Look at that wrought iron, man. That's a underground. There's probably a little gate there, and that probably has stairs right there. That could be ventilation in an underground right there. Was that a hot dog salesman? Look at that rose window. Ooh. I mean, old world, baby. This ain't America. This ain't America, y'all. They called it America, that's for sure. But this ain't what it was, man. I don't know what they called this place. I don't know, maybe they did call it America. I've wondered that. Did they call America America prior to it being America? Is that why they called it America? I mean, if you look at into the history of why they called America America, it's total bullshit. It's just absolute horseshit. Why did they call America America? Look into that. Cleveland, Ohio, circa 1900. Hotel Holodin. I probably just butchered that. That's okay. Nobody cares. Do you know you need a biscuit You need a biscuit. That's it. That's good advertising. Yeah. Keep the city clean. City box for waste paper. See, that's all you need for a post office right there. That little box right there. That's all you need. You need Fred and Wilbur. And that's all you need. And you're going to get this built. Because they are the horses that built America. I mean, just no doubt. No question. This is not debatable. This is official history. You got evidence of mud flood right here, right over here. You got some right here. That's old mud flood. Windows underground. You want to know what mud flood is? Look into windows and doors below ground. And what kind of morons would build windows and doors below ground? Yes, I said morons. Because you have got to be dumber than a box of bricks to build windows and doors below ground. Just absolutely dumber than a box of bricks. You got to be dumber than a whole cavern full of bricks. I'm just saying. That's a pretty building right there. Might have us vanilla sky going on there. I don't know. Hollidan. I probably butchered that. I don't know. I ain't a wordsmith. Ether antenna. Another ether antenna. Another ether antenna. See, they're sucking in the ether, bringing in. That's how they bring in the juice. And the bricks here. Look into this in case you don't know. The bricks are storing their batteries. They are the battery storage for the energy that's being sucked out of the air. They suck the air, suck that energy in with these antennas, and it would go down here. And there was probably some workings going on in here, which they've ripped out, so there's no evidence of it. That's probably one of the first things they got rid of. And so, anyways, the energy was stored in the bricks. There's Boss Man. Hey, Boss Man. Anywho. And this is circa 1900. The Boston Post Office. Because you need a big freaking building in order to get a little tiny letter out to the world. And that's Fred. Fred is the horse that built America. Water bugs, bed bugs, and all insects exterminated, guaranteed for 1 year. You know, it's interesting. Growing up, now this is, I'm going to share my ignorance because, you know, that's something I can do. Well, when growing up, I mean, hell, I must have been 30 in my 30s before I realized that bed bugs were a real thing. I thought they were just a childhood thing. There's evidence of mud flood right there. Get your beer, I guess. I thought they were like a bedtime story. You know, now lay me down to sleep. Pray to the Lord my soul to keep. Should I die for awake? Pray to my Lord soul to take. But then something about don't let the bed bug night. It was like good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I heard that every night when I was going to bed when I was a little boy. But I thought that was just to, you know, keep children in bed. Basically, stay your ass in bed. You can get the bed bugs to bite you. And I thought it was just, you know, grown-ups' way of messing with your head, because that's what they do. It's fun to them. Ether fencing, more ether fencing, circle punk right there. But I just thought, I didn't really know they were real. I never thought about it. And then they started coming back. The bed bugs, you know, we started having the bed bugs coming back, and that's when I realized I must have been in my 30s before I realized portholes. Eagle represents the phoenix. Got an ether antenna up here. Got weather, wind equipment, probably testing weather for the ocean stuff. Look at those statues. I mean, seriously, how did they get that up there without tearing it up? This is 1900, y'all. And that looks like a griffin right there. Hard to tell. Looks like a griffin, which would be Tartaria. Anyways, no, I didn't know bedbugs were real. I never thought about it. So there's some of my ignorance. You know, we're all ignorant about a bunch of stuff. Everybody's got their own little ignorance. Does that look right there? Does that make sense? Focus on these people, how they're sizing the size of these windows right here on the ground. Does that make sense that you would build it like that? I think not. That's retired boss man. And we got stairs going down in the underground right there. Look at that door right there. Does that make sense? Got underground right here. Windows on the ground. We added these stairs. Modified it. And that looks scrubbed right there. Whatever was on it, they scrubbed it off. Alright, well. This is Dayton, Ohio, 1902, lock and drill department, national cash register. So basically, this is a factory where they're making cash registers, national cash registers company. And I have a point to show in this picture. But I'm going to show you something else here first. This equipment right here with the pulley system, basically what it would do is you'd have a machine down here, right? You got this lady, I think we'll go with her. It's either this lady or this lady. Okay, she's working on this machine, right? And this machine is attached via pulley. Okay, see these pulleys right here? And they go up, okay, see this lady right here? This is her machine right here, okay? And she's got a pulley here, and then you got a belt, and the belt goes up the pulley here, and this pulley goes over here to this pulley, okay? And this as a shaft, okay? And then you see the shaft goes all the way down. It's got pulleys going all the way down. Okay, now the idea was that those pulley systems, those shafts, were then attached to a steam engine in another room, and they would use that to produce power for these machines. So it's a pulley-driven, steam pulley-driven machine. And there were many machines in many factories that used these. But I think that's possibly old world technology. It's a theory I'm running on right now, that this right here is old world tech. That's just my thinking right now. But that's not even the reason I was showing you this. Look how nice that chair is. That's kind of weird. Okay, what I'm going to show you is, okay, look at this. See these windows? Okay, they really don't look that strange until you see this photo. This is the same factory. This is, I guess, the lunchroom. And this is just a couple girls sitting having tea in front of one of those windows that's in the factory. Okay, look at the size of the freaking window. I mean, that is the biggest daggone push-up window I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that's a freaking barn door. Look at these big old Tartarian buildings back here. I mean, but I saw that and I thought, damn, that is crazy. That don't even make sense. Anyways, that just stood out to me. All right, let's move on. And we got Detroit, Michigan, circa 1906, Askin and Marine Credit Parlors. And let's go see what's going on over here with Fred. Fred is the horse that built America. In case you didn't know, we got an Ether antenna, arc light. And what we got going on? Boss Man. Taylor. Look at those pretty windows right there. They're transoms. Very pretty transoms. That could be... no, I don't know. It's kind of suspect, that line right there, but I don't think it is. Anyways, let me move on. Ice cream. I'm still amazed they had ice cream in that time frame. Credit parlors. Easy payments. Look how beautiful those windows are. Those are incredible. A sun symbol. I wonder what's under those signs. You can get a taste of what's there right there. There's something pretty under those signs they covered up. Onion dome, ether antenna. That's got to be tech right there. Ether antenna, more tech, ether fencing. Brick, 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 brick. Everything's brick. Arched windows, because we're going to build the hardest possible to build windows in the world, you know, in 1900s era. And we're going to put nice, beautiful tops on them right here with ether antennas, because that makes sense. Because everybody needed quote-unquote flagpoles, but, you know, they just rarely or never put a freaking flag on them. I'm just saying. Why would we put, you know, flags on our flagpole? I don't know. No idea. Why'd y'all put that flagpole up there? I don't know. Well, did you put the flagpole up there? No, we don't know. It was there when we got here. What do you mean when you got here? Oh, we found the building? Oh, arc lights. Yeah. Transoms with prism glass right there. So whenever you see prism glass, start looking down for Pavement Light. They were sold by the same company. So anyways, I got two pictures here of Duluth, Minnesota in 1905. See what they got going on in Duluth. I don't know if I've ever been to Duluth. That right there, my friends, is a viaduct. It is a raised platform. And what's important about this is that you'll notice that the buildings are down here, the ground level, okay? But they've raised this platform, so now you think you're at the ground level up here. You look down the side, you're not. It's a raised platform. So when I see something like this, to me it's red flag to go look into Duluth, Minnesota and say, okay, well, let's look around and see if we can find evidence of a viaduct city. That's weird how they did that right there. That's really suspect. Look at these Mudflood winters right here. Oh yeah, so this city needs to, I need to put this on my viaducts to research list. See if I can find me some viaducts over in Duluth, Minnesota. Pretty right there. Man. Sorry, this picture is not that clear. It's such a big picture. It's Quaker Oats. I remember hearing a strange story about the Quaker Oats family. Looking into, look at those Mudflood winters down here. Doors going below ground level right there. Boom, boom, boom. There's your Mudflood right there. You want Mudflood? I'm going to give it to you. Yep. I'm going to find it. And that picture looks very, very suspect. Very, very suspect for Vanilla Sky. I would say definitely something to look into. Maybe a wind catcher, clock. Clocks are expensive. I would look into that being a Vanilla Sky photo. That looks horse shitty right there. Look at those steps going up. I bet we added them steps. That don't even look right. That don't look right at all. Okay, let's move on. There's a lot to look at in that picture. Is this the same picture? No. No, that's different. Yeah, that's what I thought. This, I wonder where this is in relationship to that other one. Huh. Not sure. Maybe it's further down. I don't know. Anyways, there's a viaduct right there. Another viaduct. You see all the horse shit they got going on underneath the viaduct? A viaduct is another way of covering up. Look at that old brick, old stone wall right there. Looks like it's at an angle. That's suspect. That's interesting. See all this going on below ground level? See, this all looks normal. Look at it that way, right there. Looks normal, right? It's not. So Duluth, Minnesota needs to be looked at into as a possible now. I ain't done the research. I'm just saying. I'm seeing telltale evidence, telltale signs of, well, it's got viaducts. I've done proved that. But are they there today? Is that, oh, okay, here we are. I see what it is. We're further back. We're just down the street. We've gone south on the street, it looks. Brewing company with a Jewish star. As above, so below. Very interesting. Yeah, look at that. Doors below ground. Doors below ground. More doors below ground. Arched windows below ground. I mean, seriously, who builds like that? Morons. Yes, morons. That's the only person who builds like that. Oh, we did that for basements because we can have a root cellar. Oh, good God. Oh, where do you start on the stupidity of that? I don't even know. I have to get back to you on that. Fall of 1920, Washington, D.C. Queen Quality Boot Shop, F Street Northwest. Okay. Now that we've gone into that, and we have a trap door here. So this has a platform that raises and lowers, and there's Pavement Light right there. You got Pavement Light, you got underground windows here, in case you need to go underground. Got your old RCA dog, that's cool. I bet that thing's valuable today. Big time. Big time. Look at that, windows below ground. More Pavement Light there. Boot shop. That's interesting right there. Wow. Well, old computer's freaking out here. This old computer's getting cranky. RCA dog. I bet those things really are valuable. Those are prism glass right there. And these are ventilations right here. These windows right here, they would open those up to get air in. Could be the sub rosa right there. A little flower. Let's go up here. Oh, wow. Look at the detail there. That brickwork up there. Jeez. Oh, let's see. That is just interesting ironwork there. Computer's struggling tonight. And we got the Flatiron Building in New York during construction. Manhattan, landmark under construction, 1902. And let's see, we got Fred's on the job. Got a little electric car because, you know, we had electric cars a long time ago and they decided to get rid of those for rent. Space in this 20-story building. Molds for arched windows there, it looks like. Interesting arch there. Got you some brick. Interesting. Huh. So why do we have brick down here and steel up here? That's interesting. I don't know the answer to that. Look how they're getting these beams up. This guy, he's loading them up on this pulley, and then they're pulling them up. What's this? That's your technology. That's 1902 technology. And they, I mean, damn, it's laughable. It really is laughable. I mean, what the hell? You got third rail system here. Interesting. Got pavement light over here. Right there. Arched windows. More pavement light right here. It's that dark coloration there. You got coal hole covers there. Oh my gosh, a flag on a flagpole. Oh my gosh, that's like Carl Ripley's Believe It or Not. Holy crap, that's like seeing a unicorn. A dome. Ether antenna, big old ether antenna back there. Got Phoenician wave going on there. I just consider these old construction photos suspect. I don't, zip it, Skippy. Chihuahua's getting rowdy. Hey, I'm trying to work here. People want to hear about some mud flood. They don't want to hear your mouth. That's alright. I took care of the situation. He old mouthy little fella. Let's see. And I said hush. Got portholes. Ether antenna. A whole nother flag. Oh my goodness. Ripley's gonna have a time with this. Yeah, lightning protection. Quote, unquote. Got their ether antenna right there on the right hand side. Look at that big old dome right there. Good grief. Probably a wind catching system there. That's probably wind catching system there. No, I just, they had steel in the old world. Why they hid that fact from us, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Well, I don't know. These photographs could be much older than. Look at that crane. That is so sketchy. Oh my gosh. I wonder how many people died building just that one building. Just through sheer, danger of hanging out. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Is that a real photograph? I don't know. There's the horse poo man's bucket, in case you're a horse poo watcher. Some people are. I ain't judging. I'm just pointing it out. Anyways, I think this is a really famous building. I think it's interesting to look at these sort of things. And this very vanilla sky looking here. I don't know. I mean, they must have just not had clouds back in the day. I mean, because, I don't know. So many questions. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1905. Northwestern Gantry Loan Building. And I guess it's just good time as any. Last week in the chat, somebody was asking me about the melted buildings. And Have I seen When the Buildings Cry? Of course I've seen that. I mean, you can't do this research and not see that video, okay? Yes, do I believe that there are melted buildings in our world? Absolutely, 100%. And in my chat with Mr. Levy, you'll notice that both me and John agreed that there were melted buildings in our world, no doubt. But are all buildings melted? Hell no. If you believe that everything's melting, you go around saying everything's melted, this is melted, that is melted, this is melted, that is melted. Well, look at that building in front of you on the screen here in Minneapolis in 1905. Does that look like a melted building? No. This is a Mudflood building, okay? It's not melted, okay? So first off, not everything's melted. Matter of fact, many hundreds of thousands of buildings aren't melted, okay? Are there many, probably hundreds of thousands of buildings that are melted? Yes. Are they from the same reset? No. I don't believe that they are from the same reset. Neither did John. We believe that they're from a much earlier reset. I believe star forts are from a much earlier reset. I believe castles are from a much earlier reset. I believe we've been reset over and over and over again, and these anomalies we find, like melted buildings and castles and star forts, bombed out cities like the Carolina Bays and the bombs over in Tartaria, the bomb holes, the bomb craters. I mean, they're from previous resets. We've been reset over and over and over again, okay? It's just something that happens. It's a cycle, and so it's not all one thing. So what you're seeing here, this is the last reset. This is what happened. Now this is Pavement Light, obviously, and this is stairs going down into a vault, okay, which we would have built the vault. All this right here is something we added after the mud flood, because this building, the street level was raised with mud, and during the mud flood, in the mud flood of the 1800s, somewhere in the 1800s, possibly around the 1812ish area, But I mean, the point is that the mud flood was the last reset. There were many resets. I believe there was a plasma event reset. I believe the evidence of that can be panned out, But anyways, my point is that yes, I understand about the melted buildings. Yes, there are melted buildings, but I don't look into it. I'm gonna be quite honest. I find the melted buildings boring. I find this much more interesting, just personally. So there are people out there that look at melted buildings. So if you want to learn about melted buildings, then great, go look at melted buildings. But if you want to look at the mud flood of the 19th century, that's what I look at. It's what I enjoy. And maybe one day I'll get bored and I'll go look at melted buildings. Not that I haven't looked at melted buildings, but I'm not going to look at melted buildings on my channel for now, because I just don't find it relative to what I'm studying right now. So anyways, that's all I got to say about that, I guess. Anyways, let's get in this building. We got Mudflood, Pavement Light, definite cover up there. I mean, look, seriously. Fred is on the job. He is taking care of this electric car, because we had electric cars. Everything. Oh, Tesla's got electric car. Oh boy, yeah, Tesla. Yeah. Anybody seen Elon's car lately? Look at that, man. Look at that arch. Good gracious. But I mean, the electric car was around a long time. They had electric everything, They just got rid of it. They didn't want you having these things. We were probably the freaking Jetsons back in the day. That's very Moorish looking. That is a beautiful building. Look at those arches and those columns. That is incredible. This is suspect of Vanilla Sky also. It looks like a wind catcher here. Definitely. That looks right there. That looks like it's edited right there. That looks like photoshopping. That line right there, that weird doodad right there, that looks like photoshopping to me. So that's suspect. I don't see anything below. I don't know. That looks suspect to me. Very suspect. That is a pretty building. Look at the horse shit we write in these things. I mean, it's just absolute horse shit. If it here's the deal. If it looks like crap or horse shit, we did that. Okay? See that railing right there with holes where you could just fall down in the ground? That's horse shit. We did that. That's a coal hole cover. That's a coal hole cover. That's a coal hole cover. There's another coal hole cover. And there's another coal hole cover. And more coal hole covers here, more coal hole covers over there. Okay? And coal hole is where they put the coal in for the coal. Put in the coal stoves. Got pavement light here. More Mudflood windows there. Big ass arches. Look at this little sapsucker. Look at the size of that door right there. That door is 20 feet tall. What kind of dumbass would build a 20-foot tall door? I mean, you got to be, okay, is it pretty? Yes. But what is the functionality of it? You know, who's paying to build a 20-foot door? You know, it's like you know, is it a sizing up of your pecker? I mean, what is this? My door's bigger than your door. I mean, what is this? Is it a dick swinging competition? It makes no sense. It's ridiculous. You ain't gonna put a 20-foot door on a building that has no electricity, that has gas lighting, that has no air conditioner. So every time you open the door think about this during the winter, how much air would shoot through a 20-foot freaking door? You got to think about these things. Got Mudflood windows, more Mudflood windows. Got underground right here. Look at that underground right there. Got doors underground. Doors underground. When's the last time you said, I think I'm going to build something, but I'm going to put my door underground because I just want to be different. But see, you ain't different because all these buildings got the same damn thing. You ain't special. Who you? You just like this guy. Look, this guy's got doors underground. This fella's got doors underground right here. You gonna have doors down here. Get down under there. Tell me there ain't a door and window down there. You go on. Get on down there and look for me. Let's move forward. Good grief. New York City, 1904 City Hall subway station. And this is closed today. But if you know how, you can still ride this track. There is a trick. And you can actually see this, even though it's closed to the public. If you look into it, you can figure it out. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I don't know how legal that is, but it can be done. And you can ride the track through here. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but seeking you shall find. City Hall. I just thought this picture was interesting. I've never seen one of these that's, I mean, what are they doing here? What's going on here? What's Boss Man up to? And you see this right here. This has always fascinated me. These right here, these glass right here, sunlights. Well, above that is Pavement Light. So this is light coming in from Pavement Light. Now here's another interesting tidbit of fact. This picture must have been taken very soon after the Pavement Light was installed, because otherwise, I think it was within 10 to 20 years, the Pavement Light would have solarized and turned purple. And believe me, it wouldn't look white like that. It would be much darker. It would definitely not look like this. So this is a very early photograph of after they put the Pavement Light in. I'm not saying I believe this City Hall subway station, I believe this was already here. And maybe the Pavement Light was replaced. I don't know. But I can tell you that the Pavement Light would have been new when they took this photograph. So anyway, I don't know, just a little something to think about. New York City, 1904 Hotel Manhattan, 42nd Street. And let's get into it. Oh, good gracious. I'm in love with Pavement Light all the way across the whole sidewalk. That is nothing but Pavement Light. And that is a subway entrance right there. Every bit of that is hollow. That is all Pavement Light. Can you imagine such a sight? Incredible. Holy majoli. There's those weird kooky eyes again. That's the optometrist eyes, I guess. Laurel leaf of control. Shirt makers. Laurel leaf of control again. Looks like a shell. Looks like a pine cone there, which would represent the pineal gland. In case you're into knowing about that. There's Fred. Fred is, that horse, the horse that built, America. Not to mention probably the whole world. I mean, I don't want to give more credit than credit's due, but Fred gets around, man. Fred is the horse, man. And there is a big ass door that's, I don't know, 12 feet high underground. I'm just saying, because that makes sense. We're going to put our doors and our windows below ground because, that really makes a lot of sense. Seriously. What a freaking world, man. You got stairs going down to the underground right there. Incredible. This is in 1904. Ether antenna, got vanilla sky suspect. Don't know, not for sure. Ether antenna, got tech up here. Big old columns. It's all brick. Everything's brick, 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 brick. Gonna need to count up all this brick because we're gonna need to figure out who's making all this brick. Brick is key because all this brick is here. I mean, you can't go, well, I don't think they used that much brick. Well, yeah, they kind of freaking did, man. So, who made all that brick? And how did they transport all the brick? How did they get it here? How did they build all this? I mean, seriously, in the time frame they say they built it. I'd like to know. With horses and carts. Imagine this building with its portals, scrubbed cartouches. Imagine this building, more portals, ether fence and ether antenna. I mean, imagine all these fences. Imagine all these. Imagine that building, okay, on the back of a cart pulled by Fred. Okay? All that had to come in, right, on that. Now you do some thinking there. Just do some thinking. I ain't gonna lead you in any direction. You just do your own thinking. Pull your head out of your ass. New York City, 1906, Grand Central Station, Hotel Manhattan, replaced by the Grand Central Terminal. Alright, and there's Fred. Fred is the horse to build America. That's the pooper scooper, man. I can tell by the uniform. He looks like the guy at a Jumanji. And what we got going on here? Got, looks like a post office box there. Some kind of critter right there. Got underground going in down under there. Get your underground going. We built that box coming off the building because we didn't like those big tall doors. Got some more underground right there. Just what a world, man. What a freaking world. Let's see what we got going on around here. Let's see. Ooh, can't see. Metropolitan Street Railways. That's a 3-rail system. Jerry Boosters did a good job talking about them 3-rail system. Yeah, go watch old Jerry Boosters. Old Jerry Boosters, he got it going on now. Go check him out. Jerry Boosters. You heard it here first. Well, probably not first, but go look at Jared. Jared's got it going on. I'm telling you. We's of like kind. You know what I'm saying? That big old sucker right there. Big old diamond, big old ethylene tenor, probably some mercury up in there. What you think? Look at that eagle on a ball. That's a phoenix on a ball. There's a clock. Clocks are expensive. What you going? What that thing is? That's a weird thing right there. I wish I could get closer on that. Look at that Taurus right there. Mm-mm-mm. Got a porthole. So that sucker open up right there. It's part of the ventilation system. Got more portholes up here. Got horse shit we had up there. It looks like horse shit. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Same thing, if it looks like shit, okay, see that? That's our work. See how quality that is? That's our quality. Yes, I know this is construction, people. Come on. Look how that's going down in the ground right there. You see that? See, y'all focusing on the unimportant things over here. I'm over this. That's called misdirection. See, I misdirected you. I had you over here looking at this horse shit. I'm over here looking at this. That's Mudflood evidence right there. Didn't see that coming, did you? I'm just messing with you. Look at that staining on the building right there. Interesting. Alrighty, I think I've about seen all I want to see. I mean, look, this is how we get around. This is how we move. You gonna move all that structure right there with that. That's your option. So, New York City, 1900, Casino Theater, Broadway. And let's see what we got. We got Fred on the job. Fred changed colors. He's color shifter. Almost says shapeshifter. That's derogatory to call him a shapeshifter. I shouldn't do that. Lord have mercy. Good grief. That's boss man right there. That's boss man. I believe fire hydrants are old world. Just me thinking. Arc light. Check out that crazy stairway right there. That spiral stairway. That's crazy. That can't be original. Oh, look at that horsey. There's the pooper scooper man. Anybody y'all wondering where the poop's at? It poops in the pooper scooper bucket. Cause the pooper scooper man right here come by, he gets the poop and he scoops it up and he cleans it up. Everybody's all like, some people are like, where's the poo? There's never any horse poo. It's funny. As soon as I started showing these pictures and showing all this, these guys with the horse poo and scoopers, you rarely hear that anymore. So I'm really talking out the back end now. The joke's not as funny as I guess it was. But the truth is, people used to say that all the time. They would say, look, there's no poo on the streets. They would say it over and over and over again. Look at the freaking, oh my, okay, contractors, calling all contractors. Oh my God, are those stairs regulation? I'm just gonna say that I just got a feeling that is not how you build stairs. There's a reason that you build stairs where you go up and you have a landing. 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 There's a reason for that. You know what the reason is? Just imagine you're up here and you trip and you start falling and you fall 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 down here. Okay? Imagine you took that tumble right there. Okay? You ain't gonna be hurt. You're gonna be dead. Okay? But that's not even my only problem. Look at the pitch of that thing. Look at the steepness of those stairs. Could you imagine? I mean, you got that. That's crazy. Look at that spiral staircase. Does that look like it's original? No, it does not. Does it look like the same person built that building that put them stairs on, and them stairs, and them stairs? I don't think so. The Belle of Bohemia. Okay, red flag, red flag. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. That looks very Moorish right there. You ain't gonna tell me that ain't Moorish. Yeah. Oh, check out that ether antenna. Man, that's a new one. Ether antenna. Clocks are expensive. Man, Knickerbocker. Okay. There's just so much in New York. It's just unreal. Look at the crappy crap they put on the side of these buildings. I mean, it just don't make no sense. There's so much to look at in this picture. It's unreal. I'm not even sure where to look. That is so Moorish. That's a wind catcher right there. Yep. That's probably a wind catcher too. Look into wind catchers. That's an interesting. That's a post box. Okay, I could get stuck in that picture. No doubt. Let's move on. New York City, 1905 Jefferson Market Courthouse, now a library. Looking down West 10th Street at 6th Avenue in Greenwich Village. And, okay, I don't know which is more absolutely freaking ridiculous, that this is a courthouse or that it is now a library. I don't know. Tomato, either way it's horse shit. Anyways, let's get into it. I mean, that's just crazy. There's Fred. Fred is the horse that built America, in case you were uninformed. See, look at that. See that, how they've gotten that marking out there? Interesting. Little Johnny Jones, ankle fit. Look at that crap. That's the crap we build. Our people can build some crap now. I ain't gonna joke. That's Mudflood access right there. In case you need to go down in the Mudflood, down into the bowels of the building. There, you're gonna get down on in there. Ether antenna up here. Big old dome back there. Look at that ether antenna right there. Does that even look like a flagpole, y'all? Look at that, all that Mudflood access right there. Oh, goodness gracious. You got a guard on this Mudflood access. Yeah. Look at that. How in the hell does that make sense, y'all? I mean, but wrap your mind around that horse shit right there. That's all you need to do. You get that figured out and you'll have the understanding of what the Mudflood is. What is the Mudflood? Horse shit. That's what it is. Look how that building flares out. It's interesting they have this rail right here and here. What are they guarding there? That's weird. Why do they have that there? What will be the purpose of that? Makes me wonder if this right here was open at one point. I don't know, that's strange. We would have added those stairs right there. Got a raised platform train. Got windows on ground level here. There is something, there's that rail again. There's something suspect about that rail. I don't know what's going on with that. That's a strange cover-up, and I don't know. Moxie. Okay. Look at ether antenna. The other ether antenna. Check out that one. Tell me that ain't a fractal antenna. Jeez. This world is just absolutely stupefying. Diamond technology, as above, so below, also. Looks like a wind catcher. And yes, it has a bell in it. Okay. I'm sure it has a bell. It looks like a bell, but it's also a wind catcher. This is my thinking right now. Look into wind catchers. Look into it. Okay. Ether antenna. And there's your output right there. Another ether antenna. You always have, on your wind catchers systems, you always have an input and output. And it seems like, from my understanding, that the input is bigger than the output. And I guess it creates a vortex or something of airflow. And these would be part of the system here also. I'm not the authority on it, but it's definitely something to look into. Okay, North Terminal, Boston, 1890s. And immediately I'm thinking it is looking like a vanilla sky. And also that the top of this building here and here were removed. They would do that a lot. There's Fred. Fred is the horse that built America, and that is his girlfriend, Wilma there, but she's with Wilbur, his cousin. And like I've said previously, I do believe they have a little something going on, but it's okay because Fred is in cohorts over here with the twins. But we won't talk about that. We don't want to get Fred in trouble. Railroad tickets. Bought and sold. Excursion tickets. Excursion tickets. Low rates west. Cut rates railroad tickets. Interesting. See, there is a delivery of materials. That's what it would look like when they're coming in these big ass cities with these little ass horses and carts. Oh, that's definitely vanilla skied. Yeah, oh yeah. Look at that ether fence in there, ether antenna. Oh yeah, this one's definitely been vanilla skied. No doubt. Yep. 100. Yep. Definitely. I'm just looking at the edges to see, if there's something that just pops out and jumps out and says, "Hey, look, vanilla sky. It's solid evidence." That's cool. Whoa, man, what is that? I don't know. Yeah, they took something off top of that building. No doubt. That just don't even look right. Got a platform here? That's strange. This is the kind of crap they would deliver with. This kind of cart right here. And here, this is a delivery. I mean, this is how they supposedly delivered this building. I mean, who's writing this horse shit? Look at those windows. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Incredible. I believe that's part of the wind catching system. Look at those columns, that arch. Look, oh good. It looks like this could be the sub rosa right there. Art glide. Clocks are expensive. We write the horse shit in the stone there. Man, you can just get lost in these photographs. And then, bam! How you like them apples? I just love how these get done. I just think they're cool. It just gives you a different perspective. I mean, you can't take this as like, look at the sky. I mean, it just makes the sky stand out like completely. It's just, it gives a whole different perspective. You can't take it as like truth that these colors are correct, which sucks. They're not. I mean, like, here's an example. Does that look correct? Does that look correct? No, that's horseshit, obviously. But you know, is that correct? You know, red brick with, you know, stone facade and cornice, and I mean, that looks like it could be pretty close. I mean, you know, I don't know, just different way of looking at it. Port Huron, Michigan, 1905, Maccabees Temple Lodge of the Fraternal Order of Knights of the Maccabees. So basically another secret organization, I'm assuming, and we will hold them accountable in the end. So all you secret organizations out there, prepare for your flogging and your mudflood windows. We are getting ready to expose. Exposed. Yep. Yep. Gonna expose y'all and show what you're really doing. Oh, definitely y'all added that. Big old portholes. Diamond. Got your Pisces symbol right there, or if you look from the side, it could be the Vesica Pisces or Vesica Pisces, however you say it. It's a word. Basically, it's two circles coming together, and they form. If you look, turn your head to the side, and that's what you'll see. Anyways, that's a very important symbol. So look into that, and there it is again. Very important symbol, and it has a lot of different meanings, but it's a very important symbol. Very important. At their antenna. This could be a wind catching system here. These bits right here. Look at that. Diamond symbology. Wow. See, this is how they talked to you back then. This is the, you know, we have a McDonald's sign today. That is a McDonald's sign of the old world. They'd look at that and they'd go, oh, that's the such and such. I get it. I know where to go now. That's the building I'm looking for. That's the one. It's the one with the blah blah symbol, you know? And then, oh, but they had the Mudflood windows back then, so they wouldn't have known anything about that. That's, something that we have, dealt with. That looks like it's been vanilla skied as well, but hard to tell. Anyways, moving on. Okay, I got two pictures of this one, and I suggest looking, if you go back and look at the pictures, I'll add them to the description. You can go in there and you can check them all out for yourself. But I've got two pictures of this one. This is the arcade in Cleveland. It's on Elucid Avenue. And this is in 1901. I have another picture was taken later, but I want you to look at the differences in this place and the changes it goes through, which I found really interesting. So it's kind of hard to say what's original and what is a later addition. I mean, that's pavement light right there, and that's pavement light right there in the middle. This is indoors, and they did use pavement light indoors, but that's just interesting. But if you go back and look at these two photographs, I'm going to show you the other one in a minute. Look at these suckers. A lion, but it's got wings, so maybe it's representing a Taurus. Not a Taurus, excuse me. Maybe it's representing a griffin. But this one seems different. That almost looks like a dragon. I'm not sure. Really interesting symbology there. But anyways, this thing goes through some metamorphosis. And I looked at these pictures when I was putting this video together. I was kind of I have a interest in Cleveland. I don't know. It's just for some reason it's become an interest of mine. It's just an interesting city to research. But there's more pavement light right there. Could be the Sub Rosa there. Oh, check out the old phonographs. Oh wow. Oh, those are cool. Man, can you imagine how much those are worth today? Stupid money, I bet. But anyways, there's so much going on in here, and you'll see what I'm saying here. Now, get a vision. You're not gonna be able to remember this. I'm just telling you. Go back, take these pictures and put them side by side. Okay. And this is in 1966. And now you would think that the earlier picture was more representative of what it looked like back in the old times. But I don't know, man, because you got things like this, you know, going on. And I don't know, is this original or is the other? So I don't know. I'm a little bit, you know, did they uncover that? Or I mean, look at that ornamentation right there. That is just incredible. This is the old world shopping mall. This is how these arcades were big. These were the original malls. You know, what we consider a mall. This is what a mall looked like in the old world. They were skinny, and they were within the downtown areas, and they were long, and they weren't separate from out in a parking lot. You know, they were in the cities, and they were just different, but they have the same style where you have different levels and shops. You have shop on either side, you know. I don't know, it's just something interesting. Go back and look, if you're into it, just go back and look at the two photographs and look at the differences between the eras. Washington, D.C., 1915. Senate Subway Railroad, somewhere deep in the bowels of the Capitol. So this is something that's underground, which is very interesting. We know that the Capitol building is definitely, you know, has been covered over in mud. Look at that big arch. I mean, look at this tech. I mean, that's just crazy. Running overhead a track. It's like a monorail, overhead monorail, but then it's got a track in the floor also. Star symbol on the side. I mean, that is just, and look how it's so close here. You know, it almost looks like it's, like you can't run but one at a time or something. But obviously they have two lines. I don't know. I just find that really interesting. Washington, D.C., circa 1917, Portland Apartments, 14th Street and Thomas Circle. Wow. That's just... Wow. There's Fred. Fred's back there. He's, you know, making sure America gets built. That's weird right there in that negative. I don't know. That could be... I don't know. That almost looks suspect. I don't know. That right there, that... I don't know if you can see that on the video, but anyways, it looks suspect right there. We got Mudflood windows right here below ground, and look how they get bigger and bigger as you go down the road. I mean, does that make sense? You know, it's like, oh yeah, there are windows and doors below ground. Yeah, okay, but does it make sense? Use common sense. Common sense should tell you that if you put a window and a door below ground, that you're an idiot. I'm just saying. You can come up with 50,000 excuses as to why it makes sense, but it don't make, you know, it true that it makes sense. That's a flat earth asterisk right there, just in case you need to know what kind of world you're living in. And you need the diamond symbology, you need your as above, so below, and a circumpunct all in one symbol. So that's very interesting. There's another flat earth asterisk right there. This is in Washington, D.C. Does this look Washington, D.C. to you? Heck no. Hell no. Let me just say, there's a porthole. I mean, good gracious, look at that ether antenna. Good gracious. What in the hell made y'all think that that thing would make sense on top of a building in Washington, D.C.? Ether antennas with flagpoles on, with flags on them. Ether lights. These dots here are like a fungus or something on the negative. Just so you know. All these little dots right here. You can see them. That's a problem in the negative, which could be what this is too, because I see it up here too. Anywho, that's what that is, in case you're interested in that. And we got, Lord, I'm going to butcher this, Ypsilanti. Okay, I'm definitely butchering that. This is in Michigan, 1900. This is supposedly a water tower. Okay. Alrighty. Check out them stairs right there. That is supposed to be a water tower in 1900. I can't. Yes, I cannot pronounce that name. Okay. I don't know. That's just something interesting I found. What a weird place. I don't know. Wonder if that's a water treatment facility or something. I don't know. Looks like Mudflood Winter's there, but it's hard to tell. I don't know. What's that doodad? What's this horse shit right here? Lady in uniform. I mean, look at that phone pole. Look at that thing. That is our work. I mean, you won't see our work. It's right there, right in front of God there, buddy. We can't build a straight phone pole, but we can build that. Yeah. Okay. And we got a interesting one here. Let's see if anybody can spot anything funky here. What do you see that's out of ordinary? I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's vanilla skied. In case you need to know. I ain't gonna teach you too bad. See, that's vanilla sky. And see right there, there's a building right there. It goes on up, but no, they cut it out. They vanilla skied it. They must not have finished doing this photograph, because it ain't done yet. But you can see definitely 100% without question. Got your wind catcher, your clocks. Clocks are expensive, and it is definitely 100% vanilla skied. Without a doubt, no question. So you can see the difference between right here and right here. The white is the vanilla skying. So we got evidence of vanilla sky. Yep. And see, they got lines going down right there. It looks like they've edited right there, maybe up here. And some interesting symbology there. Wild looking windows. There's weirdness on that window right there. That's strange. Is that a griffin right there? Looks like it. That looks like a star fort right there, don't it? Huh. That's interesting. Oh, that's a door below ground in case you need to go, down below ground to get in a door, or your windows below ground. I mean, does that make sense? That's Boss Man, in case you need Boss Man. Gallery entrance. I mean, can you make any kind of sense out of that? Got some kind of access right here, or a ventilation to the Mudflood area. I mean, I just don't see how you could even deny that that is definitely strange. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. I don't think any human being on earth could explain that in any way, shape, or form that makes clear, concise sense to another human being, that makes sense, that you would build it that way. That you're sitting there as an architect on paper and you're going, I think I'll put this window and this door below ground, and then I'll make it really effing hard to get down in it. And, you know, when it rains, the water will just go right down in there and flood it out, and snow will collect in there, and you won't be able to get in and out of your door because it'll be blocked in with, you know, snow and water. And, you know, if it ever floods, I mean, it's just going to run down into your building. I mean, you know, you find me a person, a man on earth, woman, child, anything, anybody, find me a robot that will tell you that makes sense, and I'll quit researching Mudflood. Until then, it's BEAGS out.
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.